when I came here, the big question I had with all of this is, and all of the different kinds of foods that people, society saying, well, these foods are bad for you. These foods make you, have diabetes, have cancer, and these are the good foods, these are the bad foods, and they know that like over the last 15, 20 years.
Well, we have to interrupt you here. We want to say to you, blah, 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 blah. In other words, we want to say to you, none of that matters, 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 not any of that matters. None of that matters.
If it doesn't matter, then why, when you go back to the last century, they had the Hunzas, a tribe of 10,000 people, the white sugar and the flour came in, and then they got all these
resistance.
And then they got all these diseases, but that's before they even knew that stuff was bad nutritionally. That's before there weren't any vibrations about that kind of food. How did that happen to them? Is there? I mean, it's a hurdle I have as far as getting over that piece that the kind of food that you eat doesn't matter. That's just it's.
Well, if it is satisfying to you to hold to those limiting thoughts, then we encourage you to do so.
No.
When we hear you here and we understand it, we have to say to you, you've missed our point.
No, I haven't.
Well, then why are you talking about food again? You are so accustomed to arguing for your limitation with that information. You've just decided that you're going to do it anyway. You can do it as long as you want to, but we would ask another question. Is this helping me? Meaning, does it make me feel good to focus upon it? We don't think so. Does it get me closer to what I'm wanting in terms of my manifestation? No. Then it's not good information. And not only is it not useful, helpful information for you, it's not even true. It's just what somebody told you in order to motivate you towards something that they had decided was a better plan for you, because if it was a better plan for you, it would enhance them in some way. Here's what we know about physical bodies. Physical bodies have been thriving under a variety. Look, even now on your planet, do you know what a diverse diet is taking place even on your planet today? And there are people thriving in every culture, and there are people not thriving in every culture. And it is not about what they're eating, it is about how they're feeling. And if you would take those facts that you were just offering to us, that have been offered to you with such certainty that you will believe them, and you would research those people in terms of other things that were happening in their cultures and in their lives around the same thing, you would find powerful reasons of resistance that were present at the same time. Because everything is vibrational. I'm letting it in or I'm not. And I'm using lots of things as my excuse to let it in or as my excuse not to let it in. But it's all vibrational. Otherwise, we should be able to take 100 people, give them all identical exposure to experience, and get identical results. And you can't do that. You'd get 100 different results, and you'd get several big differences in results, because it isn't about the food. It isn't about the scientific study. It is about their mood or attitude coming into it. You could take 100 people who have never had any difficulty with their physical maintenance of weight, and 100 people who have always had extreme difficulty in the maintenance of their weight. Give them all the identical diet, and you would get all kinds of different results that would all be about the way they feel about the food. There are those who have held themselves in a physical condition by their sheer willpower, and even though they are maintaining their body weight, it's showing up in other ways of stress. We're not saying to you that you cannot take your physical action and drag some heavy boulder from one place to another and announce, see, I moved it from here to over there. We are not saying that it is not possible to move things to some degree using your willpower, using your brute force of action. We're just saying to you, it's by far the hard way of going about it.
Yeah.
Yes, you'll hear much more as we're moving forward. Yes, indeed. Yes.
Thank you.